Hello guys, this is Sapphire Yasmin with a review of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, episode 11, Heart of the Matter. Now in this episode, from last time we know that the Red Queen and the Knave are trapped in Jafar's and at the castle in the cellars. Jafar is trying to get his magic to work, but he realizes that his whatever he's trying to do, because we know he has all three genies and he has the book. Okay, the problem is with Will is not going to work. He cannot control Will or get any wishes because Will does not have his heart. And so since he has a heart, so he's like, okay, I have to get the heart. So Alice and Cyrus get word of this, and so they gotta find Will's heart before Jafar finds it. So they go to the White Rabbit, and he asks them to take him to where Will was before they came and got Alice, which will be Storybrooke. So this is where they go to Storybrooke. So when they get to Storybrooke, obviously we know Cyrus is from the land of Agrabah, which will be like ancient times. Alice would be like Alice is from the Victorian era. So when they get to Storybrooke, they're shocked by everything they see because it's literally for them this is futuristic stuff. Okay, they see in cars. They walk into Will's apartment. When the right turn the light on, they're like, "Oh my God, it's magic!" And he was like, "This little box, it makes ice." And it's just how fascination with everything with modern technology was so beautiful. It was so cute. And then it held the light, like it was like 5-year-old kids, like, "Ooh, the light, ooh, ice. Oh my God, this box is a code." Like it's amazing. So they're searching around. Will has not. Will lives there, but he doesn't look like he's lived there. Like he still has things in boxes, but like he hasn't unpacked anything to say that he's living there. So they try to figure out why is try to figure out what his heart is. They realize Alice realized that he's gonna keep his heart where keep I forgot what she said. Ow, ow, and I stung myself. Great. So they see a drawing of Anastasia that Will has been using as a target practice, and they realize that the heart is behind there because he loves Anastasia and that's broke his heart, and so they find the heart, head back to Storybrooke. I mean not Storybrooke, they in Storybrooke. They head back to Wonderland. When they get to Wonderland, which I don't know why they couldn't just hurry up and go. Jafar catches up to them, tries to use the staff to hurt them, but the staff, as we all know, is Cyrus's mother. Obviously, she's not gonna hurt her son, so she literally resisted. She resists Jafar, and Jafar's like, "What the hell is going on?" Because he doesn't get it. So when Jafar finally gets the heart box, he just runs off and just leaves the staff. And so Cyrus has his compass from his mother, so he's like, sticks the staff in the thing, and he realizes Cyrus the compass is constantly pointing to the staff, so he comes to the conclusion that this must be my mama. And so then Alice and Cyrus are like, okay, well then how do we free her? And so before I get to the end of the scene of this episode, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna do a flashback. Okay. In the flashback of this episode, we have Anastasia is about to marry the king. All right. And so so Will comes in up in the room like, Anastasia, why you left me. It's trying to figure out why she left him, just like pretty much waiting for her to come back to him. And so when the guards come, the guards, Will got to run off because it looks like he was trying to attack the queen, and, Anastasia calls him up, it's fine. So then comes in Cora, as we know, is the Queen of Hearts of Wonderland and also the mother of Zelina and Regina, who was also taught by Rumpelstiltskin. God, they have this too many people. So here comes Cora, who pretty much sits here and convinces Anastasia to marry the Red King. Anastasia is starting to have doubts about marriage, obviously, because her heart still belongs to. She wants. She wants the money and stuff and financially stable, but but her heart is telling her this, just leave this behind her and go to Will. So Will told her, if before he had to run off, that if you change your mind, meet me at at the wagon. So we then see the day we see Anastasia, leaving her wedding dress. She done packed a bag, and of course, like, what are you doing? And, like just pop up and like, where you? I'm like, dang, record? Like, really? And so she pretty much convinces Anastasia that she's like, well, yeah, like, Will is that? So she then opens the mirror and shows Will's not the wagon. So Anastasia think, well, Will then then left. You think, oh, wasn't coming or something. And so convinces Anastasia to marry the Red King, and then she eventually teaches Anastasia how to use magic. I love the dresses on the show too. And so Anastasia, obviously we know, becomes the Red Queen. She marries the king, and of course, and Anastasia is worried about learning magic because the Red King won't like it. And of course, like, don't worry about that. I'll take care of him. I'm like, oh love, we already know what Cora gonna do. She's not called the Queen of Hearts for nothing. So then we go into Will, who's sitting there waiting for Anastasia, and he gets approached by Cora, who says that Anastasia's not coming. She sent me. I'm like, really? So this is what happened. So, she tells Will to give up. You was Printer was saying you was here for a reason to help her understand that she was destined for a better life. I'm like, damn, you just up here breaking hearts, ain't you, Cora? And so Will decides that he doesn't want to just feel this pain of heartbreak anymore. So he tells the Red Queen, the Queen of Hearts, to remove his heart, and that's how we get it into storybook. So we found out that Anastasia was going to go back to Will, but she was convinced by Cora not to go. My thing with Cora is, Cora, not every woman wants to be a queen. She pressured that on her daughter, killed her man, which thus caused Regina to force Regina to get revenge on Snow because Snow told Cora in the first place, and obviously Regina wanted to get rid of the mother, so then she had to go to Rumpelstiltskin to learn magic. Anastasia's sort of the same situation. But in Anastasia's case, Anastasia's mom wasn't that loving. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't that loving, and so Anastasia kind of clung to Cora as this mother figure that she never had. Because her mama was like, the episode early in the season, she was like, if you come back here, I'm going to make you work as a servant or a maid. I'm like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? So that's that situation. So, okay, last scene of this episode. Okay. Jafar returns to the cell, thrusts Will's heart back into his body, so all the pain that he forgot about is back in. And so and Stacy's like, well, look at me, and he goes, Anna, and they had this moment where they kissed. It's like the bars wasn't even there. It was like they was seeing stars because they showed them kissing, and we had all the stars around them. And then the Jabberwocky grabs Will, thrusts him back into the cellar, and Jafar grabs Anastasia and says, let's make sure that your heart is in and you can feel it. And he kills Anastasia in front of William. And Will's like, Anastasia, I'm gonna kill you, Jafar. I'm like, well, damn. They had like few moments of happiness when he got his heart back in. It's like they had a few moments of happiness and it was just ripped away. That was like so sad. I'm like, oh god, that was just so heartbreaking. Oh my god, it was just so sad. But this Thursday will be the episode To Catch a Thief, which obviously is going to put these two at odds. Meaning by odds, I mean Allison Cyrus versus William. Because what Will in the promos they said Will can save Anastasia. That's what Jafar says. He can save Anastasia if he gets his staff back. But we all know there's 3 laws to magic. 1, you can't bring back nobody from the dead. 2, you can't make nobody fall in love with you. 3, you can't change the past. So, and you even learned that from Aladdin. This is Aladdin. Genie tells him that. The 3 things, three pre-quote quotes that you can't do. Can't bring nobody dead. Can't make nobody fall in love with you, and you can't change the past. So I'm just gonna be interested to see what Jafar gonna do. So that's what Jafar wants to do. Jafar wants to change the past, go back. It's his issue with his daddy. And what Anastasia wanted to do was to change the past so she could, not make that decision of going to Wonderland in the first place, not even finding the Looking Glass. And so, obviously, Cyrus is not going to want to give up the staff because, well, that's his mom. He's not going to give up his mom. So this is going to be interesting. And Alice, I feel bad for Alice because she's going to be kind of stuck in the middle. Her friend versus her fiance. That's got to suck. So that is all for Heart of the Matter, episode 11 of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Now we'll see you guys this Thursday, well, Friday morning for To Catch a Thief review. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.